Okay, now finally we are ready to complete our contact us section, this one. Now if you notice, this one seems a lot similar to our home page, like this one. So basically our hero section is divided into two parts. The first one contains text and the second one contains the image. We have to define similar styles for the contact us section as well. Now if you notice, this one has a text in the left side and an image, the same image in the right side. So first of all, let's define the HTML and then we will see how much of the styles we can reutilize from the hero section. Okay, so let's go down to our last section, at the end of the last section. Okay, so this is our last section. Now let's define a section with the class name contact. Let's create a div with the class name container. And within this div, we are going to create two children. The first one, let's give it a class name details. And the second one, let's give it the class name image. Let's go to the details div and let's define its children. So this one is a h3, then some text, then we have a heading phone with the phone number, then email with the email address. So first of all, let's define h3. The text is let's work together. So let's work together. Then we have this text, book a free consultation. So let's create a paragraph, book a free consultation. Then a div for the phone number and another one for the email. So a div with the class name phone. Let's create a paragraph, phone, and then phone number, another paragraph. So any phone number plus 44-123456. Okay. Now let's create another div for the email. A paragraph which says email, then another paragraph which says email@email.com. Okay, that's all the contents of the details div. Now let's move on to the image div. So let's create an image. Now the image is in the images folder. I think it's image 1. Let's remove this alternate. Let's have a peek in the browser. Let's go to the contact. Okay, so no image. Where is it? There it is. Oh, we need to remove this text. So basically we were supposed to define everything in here because we already have a section with the class name contact. So let's remove this whole section. Now we have a class. Now we have a section with the class name contact. Let's have a look. Okay, so this is our contact us section. Let's work together, book a free consultation, phone number and email, and then we have this image. Now let's go to our home section and see its styles. So what was the class name that we gave to that section, our hero section? Home. We have given it the class name home. So we have background color, display grid, and the grid template column, 2FR and 1FR. Now basically we have to give these three properties which are for the home to our contact section as well. So what we can do is that we can put a comma and say contact because it's a class name, and then the section itself doesn't have two children. We have another div within the contact section called container. Now these properties will be applied to the contact us section as well, like this. But by the way, this white space is coming because for the sections other than the home and about, we have given the padding all around 2 rem. So that's why we are seeing this white space over here. Okay, so basically the point over here is if we like, we can put a comma and repeat the properties rather than redefining the properties from scratch for the contact us section as well. But the thing is this, some of the properties we can reutilize which are defined over here, but there will be other properties which are not defined for the home section. That means we will have to separately define those properties with similar names. And by names I mean we will have another block which will look something like this, contact and container. Now technically this is how we are supposed to do, because we are not supposed to reinvent the wheel. If we have already defined some properties, then we should not redefine them. This will be called redundancy. So redundancy sometimes it's good, but most of the times it's not good. But the problem is that if this is how we define properties, then we will have two different places where we have properties associated with the contact us section. Now if there is some error, then we will not be able to easily figure out where is that section, over here or in the separate block. So instead of doing it like this, what I'm going to do is that I am going to repeat the properties for the contact us section. So I am copying this part and let's go down. Let's look for 1200. Okay, so over here, contact us section begins. Now over here, let's define some properties for the contact. Let's keep it empty for the time being. Contact and container. Paste it over here. Okay, so this is how they look. Now even though this is the repetition, we could have gone with the previous method, but if for some reason there is some problem, then we will not be able to figure out exactly in which part this problem is, because our properties belonging to this contact us sections will be scattered. We don't want that scattered aspect, so we are going to repeat these properties. Now we have to remove that white padding, so we can define over here, or we can go up. Let's look for not. Okay, over here, let's attach another knot for the contact. Okay, good. Now that padding is gone. Now we have to bring this image in its appropriate size. So we are again going back to the home section. Okay, so this is image div in the home section, and this is the image itself. So basically we are going to copy this part and let's bring it down. Paste it over here. Now change the names. Contact, container, and then we have an image div. And over here, contact, container, image div, where we have this image element. Okay, that's better. Now we are ready to work with this section. Oh, sorry, this part. So this is basically details part. So technically this is the first child of the container, so I'm going to place it before the image. So contact, then container, then details. Let's give it some background color, temporary color, so that we can see how much space is being currently occupied. Okay, so we have to bring it in the center. So for the details, let's set display to flex, justify content center, align item center as well. Okay, we have to give it flex direction. So flex direction is column. Okay, but why isn't it center? Justify, okay, align items. Okay, but we don't need them exactly in the center. We want to push them a little bit towards the left. So align item, let's make it flex start. Okay, we can now put some padding over here. So padding left, let's give it 13 rem. That's better, but I think there's too much space over here. So what I'm going to do is that I'm also making it justify content flex start as well. Okay, now we can put some padding over here as well. So let's change this to padding. Then this is padding top 13 rem, padding right 0, padding bottom also make it 0, and then padding left 13 rem as well. Top, right, bottom, left. Yeah, I think that's better now. Now let's remove this background color. So let's comment it. Okay, so this is how it looks. Now let's look at this H3. Okay, so this is H3. This text seems a bit down and this is a bit higher. So maybe we should increase the padding. So from 13 to let's make it 14. Okay. Okay, so this looks, so this text looks bigger, slightly bigger. So let's look for H3. This is generic H3 and the line height is, font size is 2.2. So we are going to increase the font size in the contact us section. Okay, so this is contact us section, contact and H3. Okay, so H3 font size from 2.2 to let's make it 2.5 rem. Okay, I think now this one looks bigger, but I'm going to keep it. Okay, now we have to work on the rest of these properties. Now let's go to the demo project. So this one is the text for after the H3. Then this one looks like a title, even though it's a paragraph. This is also a paragraph, but it has been given the styling of a title. Then this is text. So this the text color has this secondary text color. However, this paragraph and this paragraph has the primary color. So basically we have to target this paragraph, then the second paragraph from this div, and again the second paragraph from this div. So these two are within the div with the class name email, and these two paragraphs are within the div with the class name phone. This div is directly in the details section. So we have to target the immediate paragraph of details section. So this way it will only target this paragraph because this is the immediate paragraph of details section. Then the second paragraph of phone div and second paragraph of email div. So to target that, so contact, container, then we have details div and the immediate child of the immediate paragraph of details div. So to say the immediate paragraph, that is only the direct descendants, not the grandparents, not the grandchildren, because technically speaking these are grandchildren paragraphs of the whole details div. So we are only targeting the immediate children, which is only one paragraph. So this one, then the second paragraph of phone div and second paragraph of email div. So contact, container, details, then we have phone. Within phone we are going to target paragraph, but second paragraph, so nth of type 2. Then copy paste, put comma over here, then contact, container, details, then instead of phone we have to say email. Okay, for these three paragraphs, let's change the color first, so at least they are visible. Secondary text color. Okay, so now book a free consultation, phone number and the email. Now we have to target this phone and email. So these are first paragraph of phone and first paragraph of email div. So let's copy this part, copy, paste. Now change the type from 2 to 1 because these are the first paragraphs. Let's change the color to primary text color. Text transform uppercase. Okay, so this is how they look. Now we have to increase the font size and put some paddings. Okay, so let's copy this part and paste it over here. Now we are saying all the paragraphs within the details div. It doesn't matter whether they are the immediate children, grandchildren, or great-grandchildren. It doesn't matter. As long as they have a common ancestor called details, apply the properties defined over here to all of the P's. So let's first of all increase the font size to, let's give it 2 rem and see the effect. Okay, I think that's perfect. Now let's give some letter spacing to 0.2 rem. Yeah, that's better. Now we have to increase the paddings. So padding top and bottom, let's give it 1 rem. Left and right make it 0. Okay, good. That's good. I think we are done with the styles. Now we have to look at the responsiveness. So first of all, let's go to the demo project. Okay, so this is how it looks. So that means basically no change for the 1200 width. For the 768, so this is how it looks, and so basically the size of the image has been increased and the size of this section has been decreased. For 480, so this is the styles for the 480 where the image is gone in the background. So basically I'm going to give this same image to 768 as well, because this is what we have done for the home section as well. So this is our home section, 768, and let's go to the home section. So if you notice, the image is in the background, so we have to do the same for the contact us section as well. So the first thing that we have to go to the 768 pixel. Okay, and we are going to copy the properties that are defined for the home over here. Okay, so copy, and over here paste them over here. Now from the home, change it to contact.container. So the display has been changed from grid to block. Now over here, contact container, we have image div. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, this is our project. Let's go to contact. Okay, so this is how it looks. So basically the height is it's not occupying the whole height, and the image is missing as well. So let's fix this height related issue first. So basically what is happening is that we haven't explicitly given any height to the contact us section. So when you don't define any height, the default value for the height for any element is auto. So auto means stretch out the element as much as needed to fit its content. Now in the absence of image, these are the contents. Some padding over here which we have assigned 13 rem, and this text. So this much space is needed to place in these contents. Now we have to make sure the content section occupies 100% height no matter what, even if the contents are not enough. Actually, there is one more problem. If you notice, we can see the white space all around. This is another padding which is somehow coming from somewhere. So first of all, we have to figure out where is this padding coming from, because in the regular section, for the regular windows, we have removed the padding for the contact us section as well. So I again looked for not, then I came across this section where we are assigning padding 4 rem. That is basically increasing the padding from 2 rem in the regular section to 4 rem for everything except for home and about. So that's why contact us is getting 4 rem padding as well. So over here we also have to attach not and contact. So now this padding is gone. Okay, so the padding has been resolved. Now only the original 2 problems remain, which is why isn't occupying 100% height and where is the image gone. Now to resolve this height related issue, what we are going to do is that because this part is the details div, so we are going to give it the minimum height the way we have given it to rest of the elements, which is 100% viewport height minus the nav height. So we are in the 1200, and so rather than giving it in the 1200, let's go to the regular section. Okay, so this is the details part. Now let's give it Let's give it height. Calculate function 100% viewport height minus nav height. Okay, so this problem is resolved. Now the only problem that remains is where is the image gone. Now let's go back to the 768. Okay, so over here, I think the problem is, where is the contact section? Okay, so for this image div, we are setting position absolute, but with respect to what? So probably the parent which it's choosing is not the immediate container, which is immediate section, which is the contact section. This one. So this one should be the immediate parent for this image div. With respect, it should position itself. So what we are going to do is that again we are going to the regular section. Okay, over here for the contact, let's set the position relative. So this will have no effect on the contact itself, but because of this property, now the image div will use this contact section as a parent with respect to which it will position itself. And now you can see the image as well. Okay, so this is 480. Check 768. Okay, this is fine, but I think this text should be in the center for the 768. Let's have a look at the 1200 while we are at it. 1200 is fine. Okay, 768, the content should be in the center. Okay, 768. Okay, this is it. Okay, contact container. Let's define contact container details. I think we already have just display flex, but the justify content and align item are not center. I think they are flex start. So justify content center and align item center. I hope this has resolved the problem. Okay, now we have to remove the padding. So let's remove the padding all around, make it 0. Okay, I think that's better now. Now let's go check 480. Okay, 1200 and the regular one. Okay, good. So with this, the IT company project ends over here. We have completed everything. I hope you liked this project. If you did, please don't forget to comment, like, subscribe and share as well. Also, if you are interested in the code, I will upload the code on the Buy Me a Coffee website as well.